What does it mean to write books on Kabbalah? Man lives in this world, and he receives different pictures and feelings from it. Let us assume that every one of us can describe what he or she feels. In this case, no one would be interested in those descriptions because we sense this world more or less alike. Kabbalistic books are different in that they describe sensations of a person who lives in our world but simultaneously feels the higher world, undetected by others. Thus, a Kabbalist is a person who has reached or has been granted a feeling of a higher world. And besides this, he is a person who can describe his feelings in a way that we understand them correctly. And by studying his books, we're able to develop the required organs of sensation that enable us to feel the higher world on our own, to the point that we would be able to see our past and future states because there's no time in the spiritual world. Thus, we'd be able to go beyond time in our feelings of a higher world while existing in both worlds. Kabbalistic books possess such a strong power, contain such a methodology and descriptive technique, that if a person is studying under the proper guidance, following the proper methodology, he ultimately reaches the level of the author. That's why it's important to know which books to study. There have been various authors in the history of mankind, and there are books out there that are applying different methodologies. So we have to choose wisely because historical experience tells us which books better help us in our spiritual development, help us to reach the spiritual world and navigate there. It's like a tourist who comes to a foreign country looking for information about it. A long time has passed since Adam, the first man. His descendants multiplied and spread across the earth. There were many Kabbalists among them, but they haven't left us any books. We do have separate scrolls, parts of text that are impossible to classify.